Hello everyone. I'm sorry I can't be there today, but I thought that it would be kind of cool to read and make a video. So here we go. Now and Ben, the modern inventions of Benjamin Franklin. Now and then we think about Ben, Dr. Benjamin Franklin, to be precise, and we think about his many inventions. Inventions he originated more than 200 years ago. That's his daughter, Sally, his son, Francis, his son, William, and his wife, Deborah. It was as if Ben could see into the future. Almost everything he created is still around today. For instance, now our newspapers are filled with illustrations. Ben was the first to print a political cartoon in America. The cartoon encouraged the American colonies to join together or die like the disconnected snake. So that was the disconnected snake. And remember that thing we saw yesterday where you put the ink on the letters and that's what prints it? And if you also notice right here, there's a line in those glasses. That's where he made the bifocals. Now, bifocals are very common. Bifocals combine two sets of lenses into one pair of glasses. The bottom lens helps see near, and the top lens helps see far. Ben originally designed bifocals for himself after he grew tired of switching between two pairs of glasses. Now our world relies on electricity. In the 18th century, many people believed that lightning was an act of anger and punishment from God. Ben was one of the scientists who discovered the true nature of electricity and how to use it. He learned that lightning is electricity when he attached a small metal wire to the top of a kite and gathered electricity from a storm cloud. Remember the mouse? Wasn't very happy with Ben after that. Now, many buildings and homes use lightning rods to protect against lightning strikes. Ben invented the lightning rod and was the first to use it. The pointed iron rod acts like a magnet and grabs an approaching lightning bolt from the sky before it can strike the rooftop. The electricity then travels safely down a long wire into the ground. It prevents fires and keeps dangerous amounts of electricity away from the house. Pretty cool. Another thing he created. Now this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. Everyone has seen one. It's the long stick that helps grab items from out of reach places. But my thing is, although this is really cool, is this something that we're really going to want to carry around? I wonder if we could invent something else to make it smaller. Think about it. Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it worked like a very long arm. Hence the name. Now, swimmers and divers use flippers to move faster through the water. Now, ships travel across the Gulf Stream to take advantage of the faster current. Now, we understand and accept the benefits of vitamin C. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. He was an avid swimmer and built wooden flippers for both his hands and his feet. Ben measured, charted, and publicized the Gulf Stream during his 8 voyages across the Atlantic Ocean. Ben was an early promoter of eating citrus fruits to help prevent a disease called scurvy. He's one smart cookie, I'll tell you that. Now, for a musical interlude, Ben invented the glass harmonica. He was able to create music by simply touching his wet fingers to a row of spinning glass bowls. Mozart and Beethoven were so moved by the sounds that they composed for the instrument. Today, glass harmonicas are very rare. That means we don't hardly see them anymore. You are more likely to find one in a museum than in a music store. Now, our fireplaces are very efficient and easy to use. Ben improved on the primitive fireplace of his day when he designed the Pennsylvania fireplace, later renamed the Franklin stove. He built it with iron to contain the heat from a fire log after the logs were burned. It also sat away from the wall to heat the room more evenly. The smoke ventilation was not perfect, but later inventors improved it. Before Ben's fireplace, indoor smoke could be suffocating. So remember when he had made that fire in the cast iron thing in the middle of the room and all that black smoke came out? Well, obviously he had to figure out a different way, and that's what he did. He said the smoke was suffocating, so it was making them not be able to breathe. So he came up with a solution for it. Now, chairs come in all shapes and sizes. Ben designed 2 chairs that are still very useful. The writing chair combined a desk and a chair into one. The library chair was a combination of a chair and a stepladder. Now, everyone has seen a rocking chair, but not many of you have seen Dr. Franklin's rocking chairs. Ben invented one rocking chair with a fan on the top and one that churned his butter. Smart man. Now, every year we observe daylight savings, which means we set our clocks ahead 1 hour in the springtime. As a result, it stays darker longer in the morning when most people are sleeping and stays light longer at the end of the day, so we can save more energy. In the fall, we return the clocks to standard time. Ben suggested the idea in one of his essays as a way to save money by burning fewer candles. Farmers could also gain more work in the evening. Daylight savings time was not officially practiced until World War I, more than 100 years later. So he had this idea, but nobody took it for 100 years. I'm going to guess he wasn't still alive, but they gave him credit for it. As for clocks, Ben designed the first clock with a second hand. It still looks different, though, than ours. Now, every automobile has an odometer to measure the distance it travels. I've gone 100,000 miles in my car. Ben invented the odometer when he was a postmaster general so he could measure his postal routes. This is what it used to look like. So it just tells you how far you go. So sometimes you'll put the odometer to 0, and if I wanted to know how far it was from my house to your house, I would click the odometer like I would a timer, and it would tell me how many miles it takes me to get to my house to your house. Pretty cool. Now, almost every large community, including a library, hospital, post office, fire department, and a sanitation department. Ben lived in a city that had none of these establishments, so he helped organize one of the first of each. Now and then we owe thanks to Ben for his important inventions, but many would agree that his greatest accomplishment came in the form of documents that helped shape the world. Ben had a pivotal role in developing America's Constitution, the Treaty of Alliance with France, the Treaty of Peace with England, and the Declaration of Independence. It's remarkable that one man could achieve so much in a lifetime. He has certainly helped to form the modern world. Will his contributions help to form the future? Well, I will say his inventions were amazing. And since we have those inventions, we were able to make those inventions even better, and even better. So although somebody invents a phone, doesn't mean you can't invent a better phone. And then somebody can go out and invent a better phone. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you have a great day and you're being a good listener. Bye.